Welcome to this special bonus episode of Tippie Leads, a podcast from the University of Iowa's Tippie College of Business. I'm your host, Nick Westergaard. I teach at Tippie and lead our Story Lab program. Our goal with Tippie Leads is to share stories that will change the way you work and lead. We're getting ready to launch Season 3 of Tippie Leads on Wednesday, October 1st. This season, we'll be taking on one of the biggest forces reshaping the way we work and lead: artificial intelligence. From hiring and investing to social media and even mental health, we'll explore how AI is showing up in our daily lives and what it means for the future of work. In the meantime, we're sharing some bonus episodes featuring highlights from past seasons. Each of our full episodes ends with something we call a Tippie, a quick, practical takeaway you can apply in your own work and leadership. In this bonus episode, we've gathered 4 of our favorite Tippies from Season 1, which focused on employee engagement. Think of it as a highlight reel you can use to spark new habits in your workday. First up, Daniel Newton shared his fascinating research on the productivity of astronauts. From that work, he offers a powerful tip that we can use right here on Earth: how to organize your day.
We find this with crew members in Russia at the Mars training facility, that structuring your day with the most meaningful tasks early is the best as far as their performance and their engagement at the end of those days. And that has all sorts of, I think, benefits or implications for all of us, because we all may wonder how we should schedule our days. And being intentional with putting the most important and the most enjoyable thing first is good, because then we're not subjected to this paralysis where we may get eaten alive by ants doing little things, and we put off the big thing that may be hard or may require a lot of focus. We should switch our focus and put our energies on the most important things first, is what we're finding.
From organizing your day like an astronaut, let's turn to another universal challenge of work today: knowing when enough is enough. Emily Campion's research on remote work and Zoom fatigue shows us that productivity isn't just about how we structure our time, but also about recognizing our limits.
So I'm going to give them an assignment, which is everyone's least favorite thing after they graduate, and that is actually engaging in a self-study. So as much as it's easy for me to say, look at this research and all these best practices, but these best practices are based on averages. So if you're finding that you can do three Zoom meetings in a morning and that works for you and doesn't fatigue you, awesome. Keep doing it. If that's not a problem, that's fine. But if you're someone who's exhausted immediately after, you need to restructure and you need to consider and be much more intentional about how you're structuring your work. Because as useful as these best practices are, they're not going to necessarily apply to everyone. So do a self-study. Take a week and see what works and see what doesn't.
Emily's reminder that sometimes less really is more is especially timely as we wrestle with how to integrate new tools like AI into our work. She'll be back later this season to help us think about that. But first, let's zoom back in on today's teams. Eean Crawford has a deceptively simple but powerful question you can ask your colleagues to cut through the daily hassles and make work just a little easier.
One of the best questions you can ask people you work with, whether you're a manager, a team member, or even an employee talking to a manager, ask the question, what's getting in your way and how can I help get rid of it? And to the extent that you identify some obstacle that doesn't need to be there, remove it.
Eean's question shows how small shifts in how we talk to each other can remove barriers and boost engagement. To close us out, we're turning to one of our most popular episodes from Season 1. Amy Colbert shares a Tippie that resonated with so many listeners: how to find deeper meaning in the work you do every day. It's the perfect way to wrap up this collection of engagement insights.
For some people, work is simply work. It is a transaction. It is a paycheck. And so to those people, I would say, find other opportunities for meaning and purpose. Volunteer, get involved with the kids in your neighborhood, do something to live out your values in another domain. But we spend a lot of our time at work. And I do believe that finding that opportunity to at least connect with the people around you can be a good way to find that purpose at work.
And that's a wrap on our employee engagement tip Ease. 4 quick, powerful insights you can apply to your work starting today. If you want to learn more from Daniel, Emily, Eean, and Amy, you can listen to their full conversations and every episode from seasons 1 and 2 right now in the Tippie Leads feed on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you like to listen. And we've got much more ahead. Season 3 of Tippie Leads launches Wednesday, October 1st, and this time we're tackling the grand challenge of AI, how it's shaping our work, our decisions, even our lives. We'll dig into the research, the real stories, and of course, more tippies to help you not just keep up, but lead with AI. Make sure you're subscribed on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you like to listen so you don't miss a thing. Thanks for joining us, and go Hawks!
You may know you're listening to this show along the Marketing Podcast Network, but did you know there are other great shows on MPN to help your business? Hennika Watkis-Porter hosts The Entrepreneurial You, empowering entrepreneurs with insights on leadership, business, and success. Hennika, tell listeners what to expect from your show.
So we provide innovative business strategies and practical solutions to common entrepreneurial challenges.
And where can people subscribe?
Find us at hennikawatkisporter.com, as well as the Marketing Podcast Network at marketingpodcasts.net, or search for it wherever you get your podcasts.
You heard her. Go subscribe.